All right, what is up? Enough work talk. We were talking about work, and yes, it is Monday. It is back to work, but man,
Yeah, back to
the
work day,
weekend seems
everybody.
so damn short, and Monday seems so damn long. But let's just leave it at that. What is up, everybody? It is the pre-show part of the show where we talk about what we're going to do on the show. Real easy on Mondays. We're just talking all the new comics. Sorry we didn't have a show last night. I had family in, had some of the grandbabies over, and it's very difficult to do anything, including preparing for a show. Not much,
Yeah.
not even to mention doing the
Hey,
show while they're
re-
here.
real life
Um,
happens. People get over it.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm sure there's no one like, damn it,
What's your top
damn it,
three?
TGiC,
I need to know your top three right now.
fucking football's over. We need you guys. But no, shut up. I'm sorry. But with that said, comics were kind of meh last week. To be
Yeah,
honest, there was
yeah.
a couple of shining, gems that I did read, but they were kind of meh. Meh. I've already read
Sinister,
two comics from this week, and they were much better than anything I read last week. But
Sinister Sons was okay.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at that one
That
yet.
what was it? The Blue Book, one
Oh, the
from
1947.
yeah, that
Yeah,
one. That one was pretty. That was
yeah.
like that
Well,
was
I didn't
pretty
get any
good.
of the Tiny and stuff in, and he was like one of the biggest news stories we would have had.
But
But really,
I,
it was
I
just him and what is it? Fuck Hunt. What's the name of the Blood Hunt? Fuck
oh
Hunt.
yeah, the Blood
Duck
Hunt.
Hunt,
Yeah,
not Duck
yeah,
Hunt. Blood Hunt.
Blood Hunt. Yeah.
They released a whole bunch of news about Blood Hunt. I mean, it might be most of the news even next week because we're still waiting to hear what the one shots are. There's like half a dozen one shots that are going to come out,
Oh yeah, they're
plus
they're
a main book,
they're
plus
getting all those
like,
covers down.
oh my god, dude, there's so many tie-ins, and then there's
The even the
ongoing series tying in. It's a lot. It's a lot
the
of books
I don't
for
remember what
Blood Hunt.
cover it was that was just on. I don't know if we posted it or if it was um, the other comic book sites I follow, but
Yeah,
it was just like vampires everywhere, and it's like yes, all of
yeah,
that
like
and
folks
more.
gonna die. Like people are gonna die. Like, who
I
was it? Somebody is turned into a damn vampire, like a full-on vampire. I can't remember who it is, but Morbius is supposed to be like one of the big heroes, which makes sense,
Yeah,
but
Morbius has
his
been
stock needs a
one of the
bump
Night
anyway.
Stalkers.
Yeah, his stock needs a bump. But um yeah, I don't know, man. It was an odd week for both news and food news. Man, it sucks that we didn't do a show on Super Bowl Sunday because I had no less than 5 heart-shaped pizza stories. 5
For Valentine's Day
for
because you get your
Valentine's
Papa
Day.
Murphy's one. You're
Yeah, you can get your
guaranteed the
Papa
Papa Murphy's
Murphy,
one. Yep.
Papa John's. So many places had
Oh, Papa John's
heart-shaped
had one. I
pizzas.
didn't see the Papa John's one.
Why are you
Man,
guys yapping about pizza? What?
well, we were gonna say, because I went through all of the news like yesterday just to see what was gonna be good, and there like really wasn't a lot of news anyway, even if we were gonna be able to do a show. But I had no less than 5 heart-shaped pizza stories left over from Super Bowl from because then we had Valentine's Day, so it's not even good news anymore. But
The
like
only
5 different places had fucking heart-shaped pizzas. It
I
was
mean,
nuts.
it's an easy thing to do to
I
like,
guess, but it seems
Yeah.
like,
it's
hey
low
baby,
hanging
here's your
fruit though.
large
It's low
broccoli
hanging
and
fruit.
black olive
It's
or
like
Okay,
whatever.
so I will say
get-
though, I've never had one of the heart-shaped pizzas. Like, how easy is it to turn that into like the triangle slices?
Well, I don't
it's
know.
not hard at
Yeah,
all.
it's
Okay.
just
I mean,
cutting it right.
I used to work at Papa John's back in my younger years, and
Nice,
it's
nice.
not
Sweet gig,
incredibly
I bet.
difficult. They're like, oh, look at what we can do. This is like so. It's like no, it's not hard. It's not hard.
It's like
When
Dimple.
you
Okay, great, genius. Oh, $1 million for this kid.
yeah,
No,
it's like
management
we're gonna
stole it and
sell
gave the
this as
kid
$1
nothing.
million idea. No, it's not hard. It's just like, oh look, the dough is circle. Oh no, what do? We just kind of cup it a little bit, and now look, it looks like a heart. It's not
So
hard.
dumb. So dumb.
And they're like,
I
oh,
mean,
we can
it's
sell it for a
harmless.
couple
It's
bucks
whatever.
extra.
Yeah, it is what it
There
is.
is no
I just
secret.
Yeah, I just had
There
a
is
lot
no
of
secret, people. Throw a couple of pepperonis on it, black olives, and there you go. It's good to go.
Awesome. All right, let's do the damn thing, guys. Let's do it. There are so many damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! I
Ugh.
hate this! It is revolting!
More?
Please.
Man, Data has an awesome moment in this week's
I love Data after he gets that chip in him. Brett
Oh
Spiner
yeah,
is an
dude.
amazing
It's
actor.
classic. Yeah, it's classic. Let's do something cool and fuck it all up. Oh yeah. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. It is another episode of This Geek and Comics Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
Ooh, Gomer, Taylor, Andy kicking it. What's up?
Hey,
Can you hear me all right? Because like the thing with data and it was kind of out of sync for me.
no, I can hear you just fine.
you perfect, man.
Okay, cool. Just making sure it's not a
Yeah,
problem.
you coming in loud and clear. Actually, I should go to this one. Comic book previews. Awesome. Let's bust right into it, gentlemen. These are all the new
Yeah, let's
books
go.
coming out February 21st, 2024. Some of them will be available Tuesday, some Wednesday.
Boom, doing Animal Farm.
Oh, dude, it's the Animal Pound book. Man, Andy's excited. He's like, "Oh shit, Animal Pound."
They're pumping these things out, all these
Fuck.
different Animal Farm sequel things.
So this is actually what was the last one what was the last
It was
publisher who
Animal
did this?
Castle.
It was
Yeah,
Animal
Animal
Castle. They
It was
actually
on
did Animal
Mad
Castle
Cave. I think it was
2,
on
I
Mad
think.
Cave or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
it
one
was
is
based
actually
on that as
really
well.
well done.
Mhm.
I mean,
think
all of
so,
them are
too.
really well done, but this one's like really
Yeah.
the first issue was just really great.
Well, this Tom King, right? He's always, in my opinion, writes better when he's not forced to write in someone else's universe. That even goes for
Mhm.
his DC shit and his Marvel, his Vision book. They don't count any of that. Viv showed up and was in the Champions. Okay, that's not really the same thing, but they never touch on hardly anything that goes on in that story outside of that story. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Same thing with his Mr. Miracle. Definitely his Heroes in Crisis. No one's fucking touching that ever again.
Oh,
But,
they have directly
Yeah.
contradicted Heroes in
oh yeah,
Crisis.
exactly. They fucking broke that as soon as he was done with it. He was like, nope.
Which I understand the story he was telling, but I'm glad that they've like.
And
given
you're a Wally guy, so
Just
of course.
let Wally have like a
Let
fucking
Wally be
happy
Wally.
life.
Wally's the best Flash.
No, I think that's Taylor's problem with it. They let Wally be Wally. Wally's always getting fucked. Always. Always.
No,
and
not
forever.
really. I mean, he has one of the more like happy lives of most superheroes.
No,
honestly,
Barry's
gets
always
to have
getting
They
a
still
good
kind of kick
family.
the shit out of him. You know, they still kind of kick the shit
I
out
mean,
of him.
his life, like, these are stories about characters overcoming adversity, but like, and again, I get what he was trying to do. I'm not even saying it's a bad idea to try to do it.
Right.
It's just that is a very scorched earth thing to do that was never going to last, you know?
Yeah.
So this looks cool. The first issue was fantastic. I'm ready for more. Lotus Land hits issue number 4/6. Man's Best gets an Ashcan book. It's going to be really hard to find this. It's going to be really, really hard to find this.
The
book,
fuck is
but
an Ashcan book? Or that's just the artist?
It's like a collector's
Okay.
kind of thing. They hand them out at cons and stuff like that. You know,
You know, all the time we've been doing this, I don't remember ever hearing that term before.
Oh wow, yeah, Ashcan version, and then Mech Cadets wraps up. Greg Pak's little thing that's now a Netflix show. So there you go. Okay, DC, Batman issue 144. I have yet to read a Joker Year One issue yet.
They are pumping these things out.
They are,
coming
dude.
every goddamn week.
It's twice a month now. It used
It's
to
more
be
than
twice
that.
a month.
Okay.
This is 3 weeks in a row they've been doing these
Oh,
issues.
wow. Well, maybe it's
Publishers,
like a big
you can
event.
slow down, publishers. You don't have to
Yeah,
put
maybe
out
they're trying-
issues every 2 weeks.
Maybe
It's
they're
okay.
trying to
No,
get this
literally every week.
floor
It is
out.
literally every week with this. Like
Oh, wow.
this started 2 weeks ago, and we're on the 3rd issue of it now.
Wow. Yeah, I got to catch up. I've got to read some Batman and catch up because I'm way behind. I'm hearing it's okay. Like it's not really a bad read
it's
at
fine.
all. but
It's fine. I mean,
It's not really our thing.
Yeah, it's.
I just don't think it's not a good premise, but it's a well written bad premise, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Batman Superman World's Finest hits issue 24. Catwoman hits issue 62. Ooh, nice in-hook Lee cover there. Oh, nice throwback cover from Jorge Fornes. Really like that one. All right, Death Metal Omnibus for $125. Nah, I'm good. This is a
No,
fun
that's
story.
too much. It's a
It was
big ask.
it was a like just big dumb stupid like summer blockbuster movie fun. But yeah, that's a big ass, dude. $125, and you don't get any of those cool foil covers. I got all the foil covers for this. I don't know.
Well, if you're
That
getting
was
the
part of
foil covers, that would be at least that'd be good to be for like at least $75.
Yeah, but I'm just not. I mean, it's a lot of books, you know. down there in the list. The death metal Legend of Dark Knight, death metal
Yeah.
last.
I mean,
Yeah.
Scott Snyder lost me sometime before this started coming out, but if you want to just read just kind of like a Jason Aaron-esque, let's just do whatever rad fucking thing we want. Let's give Superman Darkseid's arm. Why the fuck not? Let's give Wonder Woman Superman's spine and skull as a mace or whatever. Or was that something different? But that type of thing.
I think that was Cursed Earth from.
Yeah, you're probably right. That was something else. But the point is, this is just
fucking better than this, in my opinion.
This is
yeah, but still
more heavy metal meets DC.
That's what they're going.
Exactly.
I also I was burnt out on Scott Snyder, and I was also already sick to fucking death of the Batman Who Laughs. So I missed that for the most part.
Batman Who Laughs, the hardest part for me, reading the damn text. That red on black, I couldn't read it. My eyes are so bad, I had to get a flashlight on that shit to read it. Yeah. Anyway, Green Lantern number 87, facsimile. Actually, it's Green Lantern. No, does it Green Lantern? It says Green Lantern, Green Arrow, a-holes, but.
That's a facsimile cover.
Yeah. That's weird. All right, so what can one? It reprints Green Arrow and What Can One Man Do, and it looks like this might be the first appearance of Jon Stewart, Black History Month sort of thing.
Yeah,
that's
makes
cool.
Sense.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice tie-in.
Yeah, I think so too. And a foil variant. Green Lantern War Journal number 6 continues that book. I wonder why none of the things are loading. Maybe there it goes. Oh, that's a fun cover. But yeah, that's been okay. John Constantine Dead in America issue number 2 of 8. I didn't realize this was going all the way to 8 issues. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big ask considering the first issue was just all right. But I'm definitely going to read issue number 2. I want to see.
Yeah, I'm going to read issue number 2 also.
I remember you liking it a little bit more, I think, than I did.
It's a good premise to start off. It's like John's investigating a death, and then all of a sudden, Morpheus, the Sandman himself, is like, "Hey, John, guess what?" And it's like, "Oh, we're going there."
Yeah.
And John's doing John shit with his ultimate, I don't give a shit, but I can do whatever I can to help out thing. And it's kind of really good.
Nice. Justice League International Omnibus from back in the day. That's the Keith Given run. Man, that's prime shit, dude.
It's a classic. Shit. I mean, it's maybe one of the best comics from that era of comics,
Yeah, I love that book. And we get Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong number 506, the penultimate issue. This has been freaking big, dumb, stupid, summer blockbuster fun.
It is
awesome, dude. So cool.
Yeah, it's a total popcorn comic. I mean, there's just let's get all the toys out of the toy box and just smash them against each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lex Luthor gets. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, it's big. This big, dumb, stupid fun.
Yep. I'm pretty sure Lex Luthor gets a Mecha Godzilla in this to drive.
Oh, he probably will, and he probably already has it.
That's freaking cool. I love this.
What else would you want to happen in a book like this?
Exactly. You've got to bring in every angle you can while you can. So why not? Why not? 25th anniversary of the Kingdom. Jerry Ordway, Mike Zeck. I mean, 20 events after the events of Kingdom Come, a survivor of the Kansas disaster is granted the power of the gods to become Gog. Launch back through time. He has only one mission: kill Superman. So, I remember this being pretty cool, man. I remember having fun with this back in the day. I don't know, 25th anniversary. So there you go. Night Terrors gets collected. Yeah. Big deal here. Nightwing hits issue 111. They're saying that this is the first issue of the last arc that this team is going to be doing on this book. Well, I don't think we've gotten full confirmation of that.
Well, all good things come to an end and all that. But
man, this has been one of the quintessential, I'd say, a defining run for this character.
Yeah, this thing.
I mean, unless we're going to go back to Perez and Wolfman on Teen Titans, I cannot think of another time I was this is a Nightwing book that everyone should read.
This has been a really good Nightwing book. So,
yeah,
period. I mean, this is their actual final arc. If this is their actual final arc they're working on. So, I mean, pay attention, people.
I guess they just got to wrap up that stuff with I always forget the name. Heartbreaker. I don't know.
Heartless. Isn't it
That's it.
Heartless? Like the
It's
Kanye
heart.
West song.
It's some heart related something. Yes,
I thought it was the
Yeah.
Kanye West Heartless. Like the Kanye West song.
it might be.
I don't know. I remember teaching myself to remember it that way. But even if you just look at this run, like not being a Nightwing book, just being a DC comic, it had
Oh, yeah.
several issues in there that are like some of the best comic book issues.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Single
just
issues,
the
maybe
fucking-
ever.
they had some damn cool, just like on a conceptual level books. For like the first person book, the continuous action scene books.
Mm.
Just like this has been an amazing run. If this is the beginning of the end, as it were, then tip of the hat to this for damn
Yeah.
sure.
And there's
Yeah.
nothing announced for Titans. Tom Taylor's still doing Titans, so maybe we're just going to move the adventures of Dick Grayson into another book.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know what he'll do. I have no idea what he'll do. But I'm very excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Superman hits issue number 11 with all this shit still going. The Revenge Squad strikes. Superman is back from his blast to the past, but finds out that Mr. Graft and Dr. Farm have gathered some of Lex Luthor's greatest enemies with a mission to wipe out Lex and everything he loves. So Superman again having to save fucking Lex Luthor's life. I mean, I'm really not sure. Like Superman teaming up with Lex Luthor basically in this, just I don't know. It's kind of rubbed me the wrong way because there's nothing really happening. It just seems like Lex kind of toying with Clark.
Yeah,
in
it
this
does.
weird way. And it's like,
you're
we know
absolutely
you're going
right.
to get over, Lex. We know you're going to get over. Where is it? Where's the?
At
I
some
don't know.
point, in this,
I mean, they're doing the slow burn approach. I mean, I'm not going to
Sure.
fault him for that. I mean, if he just betrays him in like the first arc, what the fuck are we even doing with this?
Yeah.
You know that at some point Lex is gonna be like, "Haha, I got you, Clark," and this totally screw him
Aha.
over.
Got you, Superman.
But yeah,
Got you. Beautiful Liber Mayho. I can always tell his art. I know that's a Liber Mayho. You can always just tell he's got such a,
yeah, that
I don't know what it is,
that's
whether it's
beautiful.
dark or bright. He just makes it
I
look
especially like his
gorgeous.
crypto, to be sure.
yeah, Crypto's amazing.
Yeah. And then the sweater weather one, these little, I mean, it's cheesecake, but that's awesome. I love it. It's beautiful.
They're calling these sweater weather. Like, just call them like romance cover, not
I know, dude. Right. Well, the Nightwing one has him like doing snow angels in his underwear.
That's even less sweater weather.
I know. It's
He's
so
doing
weird.
snow angels in his
Weird.
underpants.
Yeah, I know. It's just so weird. All right. And speaking of the aforementioned Titans, we do get issue number 8, Public Enemies. Been waiting for this. Why? This is stemming out of the Beast World shit.
Yep.
They're wanted basically kind of by Amanda Waller, but the president still has their back. There's all this like political intrigue going on. There's all this, whose side are you on kind of thing happening, even though, anybody who knows anything knows that Amanda Waller is a complete douchebag piece of shit who is winning a game that she herself created basically. And
I've
she's doing
always
it
said, like,
masterfully. Masterfully.
She is, but like, this is one of those things where like, I have a little bit of trouble suspending my disbelief because like the Titans were immediately proven right that she was wrong to try to nuke the fucking like people who had been turned into animals because they fixed them
Yeah.
all.
Yes.
They healed all of them. So I don't get why the vast majority of people want to be pissed at Amanda Waller instead of the Titans.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Maybe
I think
maybe he's gonna play
like
it where
the
like the
spin.
people are on their side, but like the governments are pissed at them because they did like hack into government like satellites and shit. So that would be
Right.
a plausible way to do it. That just like the
Yeah.
governments are mad at them. Which
I mean, you're right.
I can buy that.
I am anxious to see how Taylor plays all of that off because it is the heroes and the people and Waller and maybe the people are going to be split. And I'm anxious to see, where he goes with it. Even in the X-Men in like their worst hour still had supporters in the human population. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they did.
So again, like you said, I'm anxious to see where it
And
goes.
unless Amanda Waller has crafted this like big oh, look at what they did. They turned all these people into animals, and it's like they're
Right.
the bad guys, and I made them all
Exactly.
human again. That's
Yeah,
the
and I
only way it's
murdered
going to be.
and I'm the hero, who's
Yeah, I'm the hero. I didn't do
Yeah.
nothing wrong, and
Yeah.
I saved you all, and that would be the only way that flies over.
Yeah. But I am seeing sort of a trend, okay? If you look at the Superman book, if you look at the Batman book, not so much anything else, but especially Titans, and especially Wonder Woman, everything is sort of leaning to this kind of split, between the heroes and especially Amanda Waller. But depending on Amanda Waller's overall plan to get public opinion on her side, I mean, it could really shape up to be something like as big as like the Marvel Civil War. I don't want to say it's going to be like a copy of that, but it seems like they're kind of building it up to be kind of like that, dude, over the whole DCU. And, you know, the whole Dawn of DC is still going. It's still happening. So
Off the top of my head, the only thing I can think of that was kind of close to them doing their own version of Civil War was that Trinity War thing, and that was a real bait and switch because, like,
well, yeah, that ended up being bullshit.
yeah, they weren't really fighting each other at all, and then immediately they're just fighting the fucking crime syndicate.
I hated that, dude.
Yeah,
It was the huge. I mean, it still wasn't bad, but
it was
we were
whatever,
expecting
just-
something else. Yeah.
The big reveal that it was the crime syndicate, I think they were like, we were supposed to be like, oh shit, the crime syndicate, and I was like, oh,
Like, oh
okay.
god,
Yeah.
of course. the
It's
crime
whatever. It's
syndicate.
the
Damn
crime
it.
syndicate. I mean, it was a very meh
It was.
reveal for me
It was.
personally.
And they also had what's her name? Who's got Pandora? Remember her?
Barely. They never really
Yeah.
did anything with her or anything.
She had like a 3-issue miniseries throughout that whole event, and it literally told me nothing about her. All she did
Yeah.
was the one who opened the box, which alerted their butler or whatever to do.
Man, I
something
can barely
here.
remember.
Gosh, it was
like
weird.
they also did that thing. I think it was the question was supposed to be like this cosmic entity. Like that was like part. I don't remember all of that.
Oh,
at this
yeah,
point.
I know you're talking about it. I'm starting to
That
remember
didn't
like where
work.
the question was like this, like I
It
know
was-
everything.
It was Pandora, the question, and was it Immortal Man? I don't remember what the
Yeah,
other
it was
one
somebody else. They had like
the Phantom
a Trinity.
Stranger, maybe.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was Phantom Stranger, dude, and they had a Trinity of their own, sort of
Yeah,
dealing with what was going on. Yeah, that didn't work either, dude.
I think
it didn't work.
I think they just dropped it. Like I don't know that they
Yeah.
ever resolved. If they did resolve it, I never saw what the resolution was.
Yeah, me neither.
Whatever.
Me neither. Anyway,
All right, back
yeah,
to
I think-
current day. Yeah, we got
Yeah,
man Beast
great.
Boy coming in here cock blocking. Although
yeah.
although I
he's
guess
just
like
being
they're
cute.
not the couple right now, but whatever.
Yeah, he's just being cute, and neither are. I mean, nobody in on the team is a couple except for Ray and
Dick and well Raven and Beast
Garth.
Boy, but also Dick with Barbara. I don't know if she's officially one of the Titans.
Yeah,
but
I don't think she's.
she's in the
official,
book a
she just-
lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
Barbara's
right?
there.
Yeah, she's the girl in the chair, the woman in the chair. For like
Yeah.
all of Gotham and its suburbs, I guess. I don't know. I didn't read the Red Hill or whatever, the Hill, this week. And then finally, Wonder Woman #6, arguably the best book at DC right now. I'm sorry, it's really hard to take anything away from this book. It is.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
fucking
Amazing.
strong.
This has
Yeah,
got
and it's
nice
easy to say that now, a
political
whole arc
intrigue
in. Yeah, a whole arc in. It's kind of easy to say if it keeps this sort of momentum. Yeah, it's going to go down as one of the best Wonder Woman stories ever. All right, let's move on to Marvel. Alien, Black, White, and Blood #1. Fantastic idea for this Black, White, and Blood sort of. I don't even know if I call it an imprint, sort of like special stuff. But we get Colin Kelly and Jackson Lanzig writing a fucking Alien story. That might be worth the pickup alone. Just those two.
I'm confident that they'll do a great job. Yeah,
I'm already ready for this book.
Oh.
I want it. I want it now.
I will say that for the most part, like the original Alien and the Aliens movies, great movies. The franchise beyond that doesn't really excite me very much, but I would be very excited to see the hive mind, just write any story, Alien or not.
Yeah. I like that when they mix it up with Predator, bona fide in the movies. I still adore
I mean,
that
sure,
movie
that's
so much.
fine. That's a fun movie.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 253 facsimile edition. The symbiotic saga continues here. It's one of the all-time great Marvel comic books, fully represented in its original form, ads and all.
I don't remember this one.
Yeah.
The cover's not
Was
ringing
that
any
when he
bells
comes
for me.
back to
Rose.
Earth with it?
When he came back to
yeah.
Earth, that was the Todd McFarlane, him
300,
recreating
the big
Amazing
one.
Fantasy 15, right?
Oh, right.
Where
Yeah.
he's jumping out with the black suit on instead of the original red and blues.
Yeah.
I thought
So
that
I
was
don't
the
know-
first appearance of the black suit on Earth, but I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, this is the Rose. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Anyway, Captain Marvel hits issue #5. Daredevil
Hell
hits
yeah.
issue #6. This has been a fantastic book. Looks like Doctor Strange is going to show up. Salah and Ahmed, Aaron Cooter, And yeah, I just love the design work in this book.
I'm also
The
excited to
art
see
is
Aaron Cooper
fantastic.
back on the book. He was
Yes.
missing that last issue, but still, yeah, this has been, you know, Solid and Ahmed is stepping up to the plate here. Daredevil is the book where great writers go to flex, you know, and it's been really fun
Exactly.
to see Solid and Ahmed
Yeah.
doing it here.
Yep, 100%, 100%. All right, Edge of Spider-Verse #1. The now perennial Spider hit is back as we start the build to the biggest Spider-Versal story we've ever done.
Oh
A hit?
my
Really?
god!
A hit?
I
Are you
know, they
sure
keep-
it was a
Oh,
hit?
another one?
I
Everyone
mean, I'm
is
sure
the
it's
best
sold.
one.
I mean, Spider-Man books always sell. Like, there's like a
Yeah.
pretty high floor for Spider-Man books, I'm sure. But
Yeah. The most important part about this, and I am kind of a fan of this whole thing, the different members of the Weapon X program. We talked about it just a couple weeks ago, but this is now confirmed to be Weapon 8.
oh, okay.
Who is
Okay.
Weapon 8?
Okay, so it's like if
There you go.
Spider-Man was in the Weapon X program.
In their universe, when Weapon
Yeah,
X escapes
okay.
from the facility, they call on their
Okay, that could
greatest
be
previous
interesting.
success to get him
That's
back.
kind of a neat
Spider
idea,
Bite
sure.
returns. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
But yeah,
I
but I
like
will.
that idea.
But the whole like the biggest Spider-Verse event we've ever done, like all of these fucking things have been the like all of existence on the line. I feel like there's nowhere to go from there.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of dope variants for this. Nakayama's getting a variant. Nice variant with Miles leading the crew. I love those sort of team attack mode,
Yeah.
variants. Yeah, really fun.
I mean,
I'm
that
gonna
is
read this.
Like the biggest fun of these books is just seeing all the different multiversal Spider-Man. Just
Yeah.
frolicking
I'm
across
only
the page,
reading it for that because I'm such a big Weapon Plus fan that I'm reading this just because Weapon 8 is going to be in it. I mean, that's like 20, 30 years old that we've had this thing, this Weapon X
Yeah.
program. We're just now getting number 8. Remember when Grant Morrison said that the dogs and the cat from We 3 was like Weapon 2?
Oh,
Fucking
no, I
crazy.
don't remember
It's not
that.
true though. I mean, Marvel hasn't confirmed it.
I mean,
they
no, I
can
mean
be
that
big
is
on that.
Of
Yeah,
course
we
they're
haven't
not because
we
like
haven't
that
actually
is
had a confirmed other member of the Weapon X program besides
Oh,
Logan.
Well, I
I
mean,
didn't-
yeah. Deadpool's been confirmed as a member of the Weapon
Deadpool.
X
I think
program.
is like adjacent to it at least. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Captain
Weapon
America
8.
is still.
I think that's where they
considered
got
Weapon
like
1.
Wolverine's like healing juju to inject in him is because it was
Yes.
part of Weapon X. But
Yeah.
there was
but
a
Captain America is still confirmed to be Weapon 1. It just wasn't called the Weapon X program then. They took what Erskine had done and it sort of evolved into the Weapon X program.
I don't remember that at all, but I'll take your word for it.
It was in that weird thing with they had Weapon Minus program who were designed solely to take down Weapon Plus members.
Whatever.
Oh, it was
But
fantastic.
In
It was
one
fantastic.
of Jason Aaron's like multiversal Avengers thing, he had Weapon A, who was just Wolverine, had become Captain America.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
Rad, that'd be cool. He's not even American. He's a Canadian.
Well, and he was a Captain America in this one. Well, he wasn't Steve Rogers
He's-
because every
he's-
single
he's
person in that
Captain
group was Steve
Canadian, then.
Rogers.
It's
Yeah.
Captain Canadian.
I guess
he
that
has
was
been
like
Captain
it was a
Canadian.
multiverse where Wolverine's parents moved to America before he was born or some fucking
Oh,
thing.
cool.
I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know. They never got into his backstory at all. Just like that was the big reveal. It's
Yeah.
like, he pops the claw. It's like, oh shit, that's Wolverine.
It's Captain Wolverine.
I mean, Jason Aaron will put Wolverine in any book that he
Oh,
can.
I know. Oh,
yeah,
hell
he
yeah.
will. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Don't be
Hickman,
surprised if
Sheedy-
you see him show up in that fucking Batman book.
Yeah, right. In one form or another. Hickman, Sheedy, God's number 5. Yeah.
Great
Pretty
series.
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Ooh, look at that. Nice mix up of the art. Love it when they do that. Yeah, it's been a great book. I'll be perfectly honest, it's not nearly as good as other stuff that Hickman has done, in my opinion, but I mean, it's still fantastic, but
I mean,
I hate
that's
to hold
setting
the
a
guy
high
to his own
bar.
standard, but
Yeah, fuck you.
I know. Why should I hold a guy to his own standard? It's just like Alan Moore's got a book coming out like in a few months. I'm not expecting it to be V or Watchmen or Swamp Thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
any of
this
that
is
shit.
Hickman doing Hickman stuff with literal gods of the Marvel universe.
Mm.
Give him a break.
And it's only 5 issues in.
Yeah.
He's still laying the groundwork.
Yeah, I mean,
for
I'll
this.
even say, that like those early issues of Avengers I didn't enjoy as much as I'm enjoying this, but like, you got it if you give it the time to marinate.
Yeah.
Like in retrospect, yeah, they did some amazing like foreshadowing and like putting building
Yeah.
blocks together,
Yeah.
Like his Fantastic Four issue number 1, like I was immediately like dumbstruck in love with that book from issue number 1. but that's kind of a one-off. You know what I mean? He just gets those characters just perfectly. But
just let him cook.
He
Is
does.
all I'm saying.
exactly, no, I'm gonna let him cook. I'm still enjoying the
this-
meal. I'm just ready for the next course. I guess that's a good way. Of
Yeah,
putting it.
in the next couple issues, Gods is going to be like the best Marvel book
Oh, I'm hoping,
besides
dude.
anything from the Ultimates.
Right. All right, Groot Rise. Okay, I guess we've gotten the Groot Fall. I'm an issue 2 behind, honestly, but now maybe this is like a throwback issue.
No, it looks like it's basically just the next issue because that's all that like that sun thing that we see right there. That was the big thing that happened in the last issue.
Yeah,
This is
right
weird
here,
actually.
Groot Fall
So
comes to its triumphant conclusion.
whenever we are getting into these annuals, the first thing I look, are the writers still writing it? Yes. In fact, not only that, but we also have the same artist as well. So I honestly don't get why this is an annual at all. It's basically the next issue in the series. That being said, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. I'll definitely pick it up because I've been liking the series, but it's an unusual move for an annual for this to actually matter,
Right. I think it used to not be unusual. I think it's just the way it used to go.
Yeah, you're probably
annual
right.
was just like a bigger,
I remember last year with the annuals, they were doing all those characters fighting each other for Agatha Harkness's
it was silly,
whatever
dude.
thing. Yeah, those weren't very good.
When they do that. I don't like it when they do that.
When they do a theme for all the annuals, yeah.
Right. Philip Kennedy Johnson, Danny Earls. What can you say about this book? I look at this cover first of all, with all the monsters in his coat.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
Nick Klein.
Oh yeah.
What have you done?
I mean, I'm already looking forward to this new monster of the week, whoever the fuck this is,
Yeah, I've really been enjoying this a lot. It's hard to not enjoy Hulk books recently. I mean, it's been like 10 years since we've had a bad Hulk book. Maybe longer, but
yeah, I mean, if the floor here is Donny Cates's Hulk book, which I think is probably the worst of these 3 recent runs, it's still pretty good.
Yeah,
it's just not like Immortal Hulk was the best fucking Hulk run ever, and
it's hard to top that.
And I've been definitely enjoying all the gothic horror, just what fucked up thing is coming after the Hulk this week.
Yeah,
thing,
it's like he went from doing this psychological story, the Hulk, and then it went into this weird science fiction story, and now, like you said, it's like a goth horror story. It just shows the versatility of a character who is a gangster called Joe Fixit some reason, and everybody fucking loves it. It's just they can do anything with Hulk, anything, any fucking thing, and they have. It's just really cool. Jean Grey, Flames of Fear, trade paperback. Luke Cage, Gang War. Nope, I've been off Gang War. Secret Wars, Battle World. The revisit to that shit. Predator, Last Hunt. I heard some big stuff about this. It is Ed Brisson, Francesco Mana. Hunt, Kill, Repeat. It looks like it's just another Predator story, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna have something else happening in the story. Unbreaking and Unforgetful new chapter. Forge. I don't know, man.
I mean, it just looks like another Predator book based off of the description. But that being said, I mean, Predator books can be fun. I really fucking love that Wolverine versus Predator book they've been doing.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's freaking great. Hell yeah. So a lot of cool variants for this one too. Rise of the Powers of X #2 as the fall of Krakoa continues. We've already got the solicits for 3 months from now. No X books at all that month. I'm sure that's giving them just a little bit of breathing room so that they can get the new shit out, which we will most likely hear about next month.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
Yeah, we'll definitely know.
Give them time to breathe.
A book that I haven't read a single issue of yet. Yeah, they need time to breathe. Yeah, I haven't read a single issue of Century. I heard it was okay. You know what? Maybe I take that back. Maybe I did read the first one where it's kind of like a Highlander thing, where the dude is
they're doing Highlander basically. Yeah.
I did read that. I did read that first issue.
The girl on the right there is the one we're rooting for, and I think the guy on the left is the piece of shit we're rooting against. So
yes, that's basically it. Yeah,
that is basically the series in a nutshell. Yes.
I mean, when you have Sentry just go up to Absorbing Man and go, hey, absorb this, and Absorbing Man just dies.
Oh, the Sentry's busted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's totally busted, dude.
And you're just like, oh, you're the bad guy now.
Yeah. Spider-Boy hits issue #4. That looks like a good cover there. Oh my gosh, look at this cover. Holy crap. That's like a 80s hair metal cover. I'm opening that one up because this looks like Peter Parker on tour, bitches.
Hell yeah.
What
Metal
what
rock.
the hell is that? That's nuts, dude.
That's
nuts.
metalcore.
So we have like Spider
That's
Punk.
nuts.
Is this like Spider Headbanger? I don't recognize that one.
Yeah, Spider Hair. I don't know. Hair Spidey. I don't know. Star Wars.
Mosh
60, oh,
Spider?
Spider
I
Woman
don't know.
issue 4. Yeah, right.
Well,
Star
I
Wars
guess Mosh
60,
could be Punk too.
43.
Whatever.
Ultimate Spider-Man #2. Probably the
Hell
book that I'm
yeah.
looking
Yes.
forward to.
Yeah,
the
this is the
most,
one I'm
dude.
looking forward to the most this week for sure.
Oh
Book
my
of
gosh.
the week.
That first issue was a hell of an opening round. I mean, it does what you want, like the whole concept of Ultimate Spider-Man to be. You know, let's take Spider-Man and let's like take all these familiar characters and let's keep it close enough where we can recognize, but also like different enough that I'm legit intrigued. Like, you know, like Uncle Ben
Yeah,
is still alive, and J. Jonah Jameson is like a friend of Peter Parker's in this one. That alone, that dynamic with his uncle and Jonah is enough for me to like really look forward to see where that goes next. You know,
Him being
And-
grown
yeah.
up with a family.
And he has a family,
That's
yeah.
my thing.
Yeah, he has
It's
a
a
family.
family book. Yes.
You
yeah,
have-
I mean,
Yes.
You have Ben
Like-
and Mayday there.
It's awesome.
I don't know if that is Mayday actually, but I don't know. We'll see. But
Mhm.
I hope it's Mayday. I love Mayday. But
yeah.
they never let Peter actually settle down in the main continuity. So like this
The
is the thing
closest
you
we
can-
got is like literally one of the worst books because it reneged on something that everybody wanted.
Yeah.
You know, One
Yeah.
More Day screwed all that up, and people detest that book.
Oh, I liked it when Peter was married. I still think that like
Loved it.
they should have just, you know, trusted their audience to be grown up enough to fucking roll with it. But you know,
Yeah,
that
man.
was God like 15 years ago now. So
It's been so long. Yeah.
but yeah, this is like Peter not just married, but like deep into the family dynamic, you know, at this point.
Oh yeah, he's
So-
deep
Oh,
into
where
it.
it's almost comes.
The-
No, with issue #1, I got a strong vibes where no, this is kind of midlife crisis shit that Peter's going through, and maybe that's
In a
just
lot of
me
ways,
imprinting
yeah.
myself
Oh yeah, this is
onto the
this
book.
is
But there's
definitely
like he's
definitely an
writing
angle there.
But he's still Peter, you know, like he
Yeah,
still
it's
loves
still
his
Peter.
family, he still do anything for them. But yeah, he wants to go out there and be like doing more. He recognizes that there's this piece of him that's missing, and so yeah, he's still got to be Spider-Man, you know.
Yes,
So
exactly.
we get some Green Goblin, a shocking revelation. So who is really pulling the strings of this new Ultimate Universe? And I love this line here. Have you been working out? You know, maybe a little. Love that.
Yeah. So I
and then
mean,
this
with
art,
the
this
family
Giacchetto art.
dynamics that are going on right
Yeah.
now,
Like
This
this suit they got him in is
Hold on,
it's
Andy.
cool
Andy, go ahead.
for
Finish this
now.
up.
You
Oh
know?
yes, yeah, and that's what it is. They're really pushing the cool factor early on, and that's
Yeah.
really what they have to do.
I'll
But
be anxious
yeah,
to
go
see
ahead,
him get
Andy.
like his proper suit, but yeah, all I'm saying is like this is a cool like
yeah,
placeholder
this
suit for
is
now.
gonna be
Yeah.
totally like Peter trying to figure out his new family dynamics because now he is now Spider-Man.
Yeah, can he even trust his family?
Can he
in a
trust
way?
Mary Jane? Can he trust
Yes.
his kids? Can he trust his Uncle Ben?
Can he
Can he
trust
trust
anybody?
anybody?
Can he just come
he
out
trust
as
anybody?
Spider-Man and just have it be an okay thing? I mean, he
And
has to literally
we've got-
consider that.
Since we got Hickman writing it and he knows how to do family dynamics to a T, this is going to be really
Oh, gosh.
excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm stoked, dude.
Oh,
I'm
the
really excited for that one.
face it, Tigress. You hit the jackpot.
Yeah,
one.
right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. And then of course X-Force 49. It looks like the Wonder Man Beast thing is actually going to happen. We'll see how it goes. We got 2 beasts running around now. One
yeah, we
evil
have
and one
our,
we're not sure.
We have like backup copy Beast. I guess he's gonna go seek out Wonder Man. Which I said it before, but I'll say it again. That like if this is just their way of like walking back all of the shit they've been having Beast do, it's a little disappointing. But I guess they got to do something eventually because like they really fucking poisoned the well with
they
Beast
wrecked it.
because
They
of all
did.
wrecked
the
it.
shit he has done. So they got to do something. So
I just
don't know.
hate
Like-
it that they made every single fucking mutant on Krakoa, for the most part, evil by Sinister implanting genetic code in them. But we've got to do something about Beast. Come on, it's, you know what I mean? I mean, I know they did
Also,
do something
like-
about the Sinister code, but they could have spun that off where no.
I
Beast
do
has
like
had
the
Sinister
angle that
code for a
like
while.
I do like the angle where like Beast was like justifying this, like I'm keeping mutants safe, and he did an objectively fucking terrible job. You know,
He did a
Orchis
shit-ass job
and
of
all
it.
these other things. So Beast was like doing all these terrible
Yes.
things for the quote unquote greater good, and all this shit just went completely under his nose. Like he's a fucking idiot. You
It
know?
is exactly like the CIA. You know, he was X-Force was supposed to be like the Krakoan CIA. And yeah, they blew it. They just like the actual CIA, they just blew it. And it's mostly because of Beast, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Right.
Dynamite, AOD Forever #5, Elvira meets HP Lovecraft #1, which is interesting. Elvira's still going. I think the actress who plays Elvira just had like her 70-something birthday, maybe older
Yeah,
than that
she's
the other
like
day.
70 years old.
Yeah. Gargoyles Dark Ages gets a premium metal cover, $100. Look out for that one. The James Bond from Garth Ennis, it's issue #2. Man, they're really going to be pushing these Thundercats variants. I'm telling you what. Vampirella Dracula Rage #5 hits issue #5. Yeah, pretty much basic boilerplate stuff from Dynamite this week. But man, they are growing. They are getting a lot of great licenses. All right, now everything else. Haunted Girl #4 over at Image Comics. This is the finale of that book. What else we got over here? Stop me if you see something. Basic Instinct hits issue 3 of 4. That's exactly what it sounds like. Blasphemous hits issue #1. I think this is on the Distillery, that new label from the dudes who were running Comixology. Mirka Andolfo is doing the work on this. Fantastic artist. Love what she does. This is a horror comedy that only Adolfo can deliver, asking the question, how many fans is your soul worth? So yeah, really mixing in some internet, sort of horror there, which is really hot right now. World Tree. What's that one with the at, Andy?
Crave.
Yeah, Crave. I mean, there's a lot of damn internet horror.
Yeah, there's a
going
lot of
around
internet
right
horror
now.
going on. Then we got the penultimate issue of Tenement.
Man, I
Bone
don't know what I'm
Orchard.
gonna do. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember. I'm sure there is another one of these coming out, like one of the books in the Tenement series or the Bone
There
Orchard
is,
series.
as far as I
but-
know, there is one more Tenement, one more
Oh my
Bone
gosh.
Orchard coming out.
Yeah. So we get to see the true nature of Usiol, this demon who's been sucking them in, which is basically like an upside down. Basically, what they've been doing is traversing through what is an upside down tenement house, like an apartment building, and it's like the levels of hell. And it's been really fun seeing. I mean, kind of Jeff Lemire writing it, but really the win here is Sorrentino's art all the way through it. He's just
Most definitely.
amazing. Oh my gosh, so good.
I'm kind of waiting to see how Lemire brings all these Bone Orchard books together, and I think that will be like the last
I don't know if we're
one
gonna be
of
able to
these.
figure it out.
He'll be able to figure it out. I bet he's like, haha, this is how I did it all along. I hope he doesn't do it in a jackass type of way, but
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be so great. All right, let's talk Cemetery Kids Don't Die over at Oni Press. Zach Thompson, Daniel Irazi. This is getting a lot of big bumps from press who have reviewed it. The exhilarating, terrifying adventure from critically acclaimed writer Zach Thompson. The 21st century sucks hard, but it's made somewhat tolerable by the latest and greatest media innovations. Enter the Dreamwave, the first gaming console played entirely while you sleep. The obsession of millions around the globe. It's also the one point of solace for 4 friends known as the Cemetery Kids, who spend their nights roaming the endless maps of the most brutal horror game ever created as they seek to dethrone the king of sleep, the Dreamwave's biggest, baddest, and most mysterious boss. And then one of their friends finds their unconsciousness locked inside the game. So they kind of get sucked. It's kind of like a Portal story, but they're sucked into the video game.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of see where this is going, but like,
Yeah, but it is
just
really
because
getting
it's a story you've seen before
bumps
doesn't mean
out
it
there.
can't be like, a fun story anyway. Like execution is more important than whatever tropes you're using.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of does sound a little bit like that Ready Player One in a way.
it
In a lot of
does.
ways,
Maybe it's
yeah.
just a video game angle, but there's a horror angle there too. So yeah, I don't know. Seems okay. Cobra Commander #1 gets reprinted, but Cobra Commander #2 comes.
Commander #2.
Meet the Dreadnoks, and it's just as gory and as fun as you would think. We kind of get to see who Cobra Commander's little buddy is that he's been hanging out with, and
Ooh, intrigue.
yeah,
Okay.
it's fantastic. Again, you have to kind of be a fan of G.I. Joe
Yeah.
to really get the full blow of the book, but
So
it's
this
still
is
a
what I was
very
saying
well
last
written
night.
action comic.
That first issue, I thought it was solid, but like it didn't hit as hard for me as I think it did for you guys. Like
Yeah.
the big reveal, oh, it's Cobra Lot. That meant nothing to me.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So
and that's what
yeah.
I
But
said
for
about
me, on the other hand, I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!
yeah,
What?
yeah. Cobra Law is amazing.
Like
It's
so yeah,
so
like
fun."
on the level, this has been my least favorite of the Energon universe books that I've been reading. That being
Yeah.
said, it was still a
Yeah.
solid read.
Nice.
And I was saying for the last issue of Duke is yes, there's a good point where you lean into the lore for all everybody who's like, yes, give us Captain Rock and Roll, give us Cobra Law, give us all this other stuff that we know, but and at some point you have to kind of lean back from that because you want
Well, I mean, with the
casual
Duke
readers
book,
to come in.
okay,
You
see, the
need-
Duke book was fine for me because I don't really know the deep
action.
textured lore of Captain Rock and Roll, but I still appreciate a dude just having a machine gun fight. So that was
Right.
fine.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. You don't want to get like new comic book readers or anybody who's just like, who the hell is Captain Rock and Roll? Just be like, I don't want to pick this up.
I feel
You
as though
need to-
Captain
Yeah.
Rock and Roll doesn't need a huge explanation. I feel
Yeah.
like
He
I didn't
doesn't.
need one.
I agree.
That being said, someone like
Yeah.
what's his name, Gobulus or whatever the fuck his name was.
Globulus. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not gonna. Yeah, you don't have a
Fabulous
clue.
does.
Yeah, my big
Fabulous
thing
needs
from that is like
explanation.
that name is stupid even by GI Joe / Cobra
It is.
standards.
I mean, Pythonis is her name. Pythonis. She got a full. I can't remember if it's Pythona
Also
or
stupid,
Pythonis.
but yes.
But it's Pythona. She got a full 1-page thing there, and yeah, I was
Yeah.
freaking like jaw on the
So,
ground.
yeah,
but I was
I
like,
feel like-
Taylor isn't gonna know who this chick is.
Yeah, so Cobra Commander here needs the background knowledge in a way that I feel like the Duke book did not. I'm fine reading the Duke book. I'm enjoying the hell out of Transformers. Probably would have been my
Yeah.
'1 book from last week.
Nice.
But this
Oh,
one
so
just
fun.
doesn't resonate the way that I feel like it does with you guys.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
more of a if you know your Joe lore, this
Which I
is going to
don't. So
be
yeah.
a lot better for you.
Yeah. Awesome Crying Boy #1 over at Keen Spot. D&D Fortune Finder hits issue number 44 over at IDW. The great cover there of a bunch of eyes.
Yeah,
I
that's a
guess
good
those
cover.
are mimics, a bunch of mimics. Who knows?
No,
I
those
have-
are myconoids, whatever the fuck they're called. I hate those things. I fucking
Oh, wow.
despise these.
Yeah,
things
those aren't
with-
mimics.
Those are not mimics. I forget their
Those are
names. because
definitely not mimics.
They are my least favorite monsters from the whole fucking monster manual. I fucking hate
Oh, wow.
these things.
Oh, wow.
But hey,
Yeah,
I recognize them at least.
Yeah, right. What else do we got? Edie #2, Empath #1. Firepower by Kirkman and Samney. This is the series finale of this book. It's kind of like a suburban kung fu. Remember the movie or the show Kung Fu and the movie Kung Fu? It's like a suburban, just a family living out doing their karate shit.
Yeah.
out
And
in
hey,
the
you can't go
suburbs.
wrong with that Sam Nee artwork anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kirkman he knows how to write a damn book. I'm sorry. You say what you want about him. He knows how to write a fucking comic.
Oh, I mean, the dude is there's nothing I
Swimming in
can
money.
simply say about Kirkman that can detract from like the outrageous success the dude has achieved. So yeah, obviously he knows what he's doing.
I mean, Walking Dead, what's got like 4 spin-offs?
Yeah,
what the
I mean,
fuck?
Yeah.
Christ, I mean, Walking Dead and now Invincible is really taking the
I
world by
remember
storm.
Walking Dead when it was like in like 10 issues in, and everyone was like, "Oh man, have you read?" People were like telling me about it. "Oh, have you read this black
Yeah,
and white
I mean,
zombie
even-
comic?" And I'm like,
even
"I'm not a big
before-
fan of zombie
yeah,
comic."
Even before the show started, Walking Dead was the toast of the comics world for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, dude, don't get me started on Invincible. Anyway, G.I. Joe: Real American Hero issue 304. Freaking fun cover with the colored ninjas down there, and the new Snake Eyes, Don Moreno. So fun. Holy Roller hits issue number 4. This has been fun. Just the Jewish bowling superhero who murders Nazis with bowling balls.
Yep.
Freaking
Big
so
dumb fun.
stupid.
You can't ask
Oh,
for
it's
anything
great.
more from that.
Yeah. What else do we got? Interstellar Dust hits issue number 3 or 4. I actually heard okay things about that as well. Man, what is Jaguar? Okay, that's Archie. Gosh, what else is there? Neurocron #1. That's from a small publisher as well. Let's take a look. I see Powell under there.
I
Yes,
haven't seen the
Daniel
one thing I want
Powell,
to talk about yet, so I'll let you know when we see it.
Invader Comics. Yeah, let me know, man. Nightmares of Providence #1. Nights, it's issue #5. Project Cryptid wraps up with issue #6. A bunch of Rick and Morty stuff. Always
All
great
right,
read.
now I see it. So, the Six Fingers.
Six Fingers by Luffridge, or pardon me, Dan Waters and Sumit Kumar.
Now, I read the solicit for this, but the cover reminds me of the last book I actually did for review, preview, no spoilers, The One Hand. Because the
Yeah.
cover looks exactly the same.
You think maybe they're doing
I
a
think this
secret
might be a
crossover?
tie-in. It
Oh,
might be
secret
a
crossover.
crossover tie-in. I don't know.
They've done it before. That whole massive verse was kind of, a hush hush sort of
It'd
thing.
be odd for them to do it as a secret. Normally they are like tripping over themselves to put that shit in the description,
Right. But
Yeah,
then there was Kirkman where Void Rivals came out and no one had any idea that it was a backdoor Transformers, universe. So
yeah, so I'm just saying this. Like, I'm kind of excited about this book because it's like it's got the same type of. The cover is the same artwork as the cover for The One Hand, and the One Hand book. In one of the panels, you could kind of see where the One Hand Killer may have had an extra sixth finger.
Oh, look out.
I don't know.
Look
I
out.
mean,
Or AI
they might
made
be
it.
tied together. We don't know yet.
Skeeters #3 or 4. First couple issues of this have been great. It's basically alien mosquitoes that come in and kick your ass. It's really fucking brutal fun. Spawn 350 because of course we got Kirkman, but we've also got McFarlane. It's a great week. Star Trek #17, fantastic fucking issue. The shit has hit the fan, doesn't it always? And who knows who's gonna save the day?
The shit always hits the fan for Star Trek.
Right. Only our beloved Captain Sisko, former, space god, can save the day.
Only Benjamin can save the day.
Oh my gosh, what a cool book, dude! Such a cool book. The Agent #3, The Prism #5, The Sickness #4. TMNT is getting a source book. I remember when they used to do these back in the day. Probably a good idea to get this out of the way before Aaron jumps on board and changes everything. But
I was thinking about this like before I even saw this. It was like, I wonder if like they actually had a source book, and it's like I was like, do they actually? And it's like all of a sudden I saw it on the previews for today. I was like, oh, I'm glad they're doing a source book before Jason Aaron just comes in and goes, "This is my universe now."
Just rips it up. So, no new stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to actually read this. I'm excited to read this. I love reading these little like encyclopedias of comics. I like learning that shit. It's fun.
Yeah,
and it reminds you sometimes of the stories that you read earlier. So, Unnatural Order #3, Van Helsing, Walking Dead, another Kirkman book. Man, they are really hitting us hard with the smaller press this week. Exo Manowar Unconquered gets a prestige edition. Not sure why.
That's a big ass for a prestige book.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a big, huge fan, sure, go for it. But
I mean,
that's the only person I know who would buy it.
Valiant's got to pay the damn bills somehow.
I know they do,
one book a month. So.
Man of War Unconquered that's a good book, but
yeah, the Liam Sharp art is the reason to get it. But yeah, I don't know if it's $13.
It's not $13 good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's a good book, but not that good.
Zorro #1 over at King Spot Zorro, and there you go. So. Kind of a good week. I got for me, it's got to be Titans, it's got to be Nightwing, it's got to be Wonder Woman. But over at Marvel, it's like one damn book, and that's Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't really
Ultimate Spider-Man over at Marvel.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, X-Force comes out, and I guess I'm excited to see where they're going to go with it. But
I mean, outside of the content, outside of the Beast like angle that I'm a little weary about, like X-Force is always a good read. But yeah, over on DC, definitely Titans and Nightwing. So the Tom Taylor Power Hour there.
Yeah, you got Wonder Woman, dude.
Wonder Woman.
You got Wonder Woman.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can't forget about Gods over at Marvel.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk's always fun. Gods is fun.
Right? Yeah. Dude, it is a pretty big damn week.
Yeah, it's a big week. You got Cobra Commander coming out.
Star Trek and Cobra Commander. I'm telling you,
Yeah, you
look
got Animal
out.
Pound over at Boom.
Oh my gosh, yes. We started all the way up there at Animal Pound. So yeah, huge week in comics this week, y'all. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Come back. We're gonna talk about all those books next week. On Sunday. We do another show on Sunday. The Bullies also do a show on Sundays. I'm pretty sure they actually did theirs last night. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but go listen to Leroy and Eli talk bullshit about comics and movies and video
I think
games.
they I
And
think this last episode they were talking some shit on Madam Web. Well, I assume they talk shit. I haven't listened to it yet, but I
yeah,
can't imagine they had much good to say about it. But
I can't
Hey,
believe they paid money
when
to go
your
see that
main
shit.
actress for the movie has not seen the movie, that tells you how good the movie is.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I mean, that being
why.
said, I doubt it's going to be any worse than like Venom or Morbius. Just all of these like not Spider-Man movies haven't been any good. You know,
Yeah, they just need to stop with that shit. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
they're
Just
just
give
trying
the
to keep the
license.
license.
Just give the
I
license to
guess.
Disney. It'd be fine. It's okay.
Yeah, just give
we
it
will
away.
I mean, they're
adjust.
using
We'll
a bunch
adjust.
of B-string characters anyway, so you know what do they have to lose?
Yeah, they got the Craven movie still coming out. They've got.
Man,
Oh,
Oh my god!
don't remind me.
Oh
I
my
don't
don't
want
gosh!
to
thi-
They're
watch
killing
it.
it with that animated shit. Let's put a bright side on that. They're killing it with that animated shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, sure, yeah. Stick
Yeah.
to doing Into the Spider-Verse. Like, that is where you should
Yeah.
devote your entire Spider-Man budget, if you're
Yeah,
Sony.
100%. So anyway, yeah, outrightgeeker.com, links to the Bullies and everything we've got going, all of the socials, videos, audios, including the group. Go over to the group. That's where Andy hangs out and works his magic
Hey, that's me.
over on Facebook. It's awesome. Always have a whole lot of fun over there. Again, please come back next week on Sunday. We will definitely do a show. I promise. Even though we haven't done one in a couple weeks. Anyway, again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. But most of all, thanks to these guys for hanging out with this guy.
Good times.
Hey.
We are going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.